We hear the phrase all the time, styles makes fights. Now, these two teams is going to battle each other in the Celebration Bowl. You got the FAMU Rattlers versus Howard University. There's a lot of things to pick apart to see exactly which team is going to come out on top. But the one thing that I want to do for you guys first is go ahead and break down the playmakers that's on each one of these teams. We're going to start with the FAMU Rattlers first to talk about exactly who's going to be impactful in this game and how exactly things could very well possibly go as far as the Rattlers getting out in this game, getting this win against Howard University come this Saturday in the Celebration Bowl. Guys, y'all tune in, tap in, hold on, strap on in, get your popcorn, get your sodas, your drinks, all that good stuff. Get ready because we're going to go ahead and get into it right about now. You know, it's your favorite coach back at it again. 10 toes down, about to tell you how it all went down. This is Tomorrow Leader Sports Network with your host, Coach Walker. If you're new to the channel, please like, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you get all upcoming videos. For all my leaders out there, welcome back. Y'all know the drill. Y'all know the routine. If you haven't done so already, please like, comment, and share these videos. And tap in the free to tell them to come on in. It's nothing but positive vibes. We're just having a good time talking about HBCU sports. And don't forget, you can follow us on all social media platforms. The links are listed down below in the description. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and jump on in this thing because they're like, Coach, what you got going on over there? How do you see this thing going? Well, I'm going to be honest with you. Looking at the FAMU Rattlers offense, there's going to be some playmakers on that Rattlers side of the ball, on the offensive side of the ball, that's going to turn this thing out. And they're going to have their fingerprints on this game for the Rattlers to get this W this weekend. Now, one thing I would say is this. We're going to start off with special teams. For the FAMU Rattlers, you're going to either have SHERAD or Riley back there returning kicks. Now, we've seen Riley go ahead and take a couple of them bad boys to the house this season, especially in that Orange Blossom Clash. They gave that young man a crease. He took that bad boy up the sideline, 6 points. They was on the board instantly. And guess what? FAMU Rattlers never looked back after that. And that is something that the Bisons have to pay close attention to because they've allowed several kicks to be returned this season. Now, one other thing I would say as well, that their coverage on special teams has been something that kind of been like, I want to say like an enigma as far as with allowing people to just get out there, get the ball, flip the field for their team to have good field position, for them to go ahead and move the ball down the field and score points on the board. So that's going to be one thing definitely to take a true look at when it comes to these two teams is special teams. Now, the Bisons had, like I said, they had a few issues, and I'm sure they're going to get those issues resolved because the preparation is everything as far as things that they know, as far as their shortcomings, out there on the field this season. Some things that they need to go ahead and get situated. But one thing I say is this: mareSheread out there on that field is going to be double teamed, especially when he's in the slot or if he's playing the X receiver out there on the field. They're going to have two people that's going to try to blanket him to keep him from getting the ball. But one thing I say is this: I believe Coach Willie Simmons and the offensive coordinator, Coach Henry, if I'm not mistaken, will look to get SHERAD the ball out in open spaces, out there on the edges, allowing him to use his speed to beat the Bisons to, that point of attack where they're able to go ahead and tackle him to prevent him from getting big gains out there on the field. Now, one thing that I stated before, Howard does like to play man out there on the field, and they are a bit aggressive getting to the ball. Like I said, their pursuit to the ball is something that, you really got to pay close attention to. Not only that, but there's been a time or two where they've missed tackles, allowing those running backs as well as those receivers to continue to keep getting big gains out there on the field that allow the team to keep moving down the field as well as moving them chains to keep them downs going so they can go ahead and punch on in for 7 points on the board. Punch on in for 6 points on the board. You got to kick that extra point for it to be 7. So I know there's going to be some folks out there that's going to be a little critical as far as me saying 7 points. So that's why I wanted to go ahead and break it down and go from there, because a lot of times getting those extra points is not always easy to do. We've seen a lot of that as well. Simmons and Coach Henry, the offensive coordinator for FAMU, they're going to find those mismatches out there on the field. And I honestly believe Musa's not going to have the pressure on his shoulders where he got to come out in this game and get after immediately. I think what the FAMU Rattlers is going to look to do is establish the run, allowing those running backs to get out there and, impose their will against that defensive front against the Bisons. Now, remember, FAMU has running plays that's set up for just about anybody to run. So you're going to see a healthy helping of rushing coming from FAMU. The one thing I'll say is this: they're going to test those. They're going to test the Bison's edge, their edge rushers, to see exactly what their containment is like. But I do believe they're going to run they're going to run in those C gaps and a little bit in those B gaps. They're going to test the A gap here and there to see what type of time they really on. If they get cracking up in that B gap and that A gap, it's going to be a long game for the Bisons, because they're going to look to run downhill with them big running backs and just put that pressure on folks, let them know y'all don't want to smoke today. Now, you will see the Rattlers pull out a couple of wrinkle plays with the misdirection, because, again, looking at some of the film from Howard University, they have been a little bit, they've been a little off as far as with the misdirection plays, in which those plays have gone for big gains. So, again, I'm hoping that the Bisons get that under control as well. If not, FAMU is going to be looking to eat when they get out there and do that. Now, like I stated before, Riley and Shared, those are going to be two guys that you're going to see mainly on those misdirection plays, looking to get folks out of, get them out of position that's going to allow them to go ahead and move that ball down the field. Now, as I stated, their running game, you're going to see the speed of Shared as well as those big backs coming after the Bisons in this game. As I stated, there's going to Howard likes to be in that man coverage. So you got Jennings and Dean putting in that work, letting those Bisons know you guys going to come step up in here if you want to smoke. If not, they're going to come looking to go ahead. They're going to come running that ball down here, looking to deliver them power blows, letting them know there's going to be a long game, and sooner or later you're going to want to tap out. Now, one thing for certain is once that running game is up and going, you're going to see Musa start releasing that ball down the field, hitting those open Rattler receivers, because, think about it. They got that speed out there on the field, in which, as I stated, the Bisons like to be in man. They will change up the coverage just a little bit where it's man, but they're actually in like a zone, so that they can go ahead and try to throw off the quarterback as far as what he's looking to do out there on the field. But you got Gross, Davis, Shared, Young, Dixon, and Gassett. They're going to be out there catching passes from Musa all game long, looking to establish themselves in that passing game. Let Musa know, hey, get comfortable back there and just start letting that bad boy fly, because we're going to be open all game long. Now, this is going to be a game that Musa will be able to manage and just do that thing that he's been doing all season long, in which just make the plays. He doesn't have to step outside himself with a Herculean effort to make sure that he's able to move that ball down the field. Just let everything flow and come to him in this game, and Musa should have a great game throwing the ball for the Rattlers in the Celebration Bowl game against Howard University. Like I stated before, you want to play mistake-free football, not allowing the Bisons to have extra opportunities to score points in this game. Again, keep everything simple. It all works out. FAMU will go ahead and be able to do what they need to do with their offense. Now, we're going to go ahead. We're going to talk about this Bison defense next, as far as the playmakers that they have over there and what we can expect from them in this game, especially when it comes down to how these defenses are going to react. Boy, when I get to telling you about that, y'all going to be sitting there like, wait a minute, Coach. You really just been sitting here looking at this stuff for the past couple of weeks? Yes, sir. Like I said, Coach has had some downtime, just trying to get the information out there to you guys. Also, another thing, we got the website up. You can go check us out over at tlsportsnetwork.com and check out a lot of the different articles that have been put up throughout the season. We've been putting up some basketball articles as well, looking to just give you guys a plethora of information that's coming down the pike from high school football, or high school sports period, men and women basketball, as well as football. So football, football from all of the different conferences, HBC, all of the different HBCU conferences that we cover out there, SIAC, the MEAC, the SWAC, and CIAA. So we got a lot of different stuff that's out there. And as you continue to keep going through the website, you'll start seeing other stories populate. We got stories that's in the background that's, getting, double and triple checked before we go ahead and release them. So, yes, Coach has been putting in some work for you guys. So, like I said, even though I haven't been giving you the videos, you're getting the content over on the website. But, guys, Coach going to go ahead and get up on out this thing. But until next time, be the one and lead. Oh, wait. Leave your comments below. Let me know if there's a playmaker or two out there that you think is going to be impactful in this game for the FAMU Rattlers, let me know what you're seeing out there. And if coach is a little off, he might be on or however it may go. Hey, y'all talk to coach. Let him know what time it is with all of this stuff. But guys, coach going to go ahead and get up on out of here. But until next time, be the one and lead.